Dr. Akshita Bahuguna, and today we are going to talk about the 5 myths of Indian education system. I am a person who believes to bring education to entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship to education. And that is why I try to identify the myths in education system that can be fulfilled using entrepreneurship within the education. The first myth. Everybody uses this word in a very profound manner, holistic education. Now, what does this holistic education comprises of? What are the things that it covers? What are the skills, attitudes and knowledges it covers? It's never talked about. But it is being used as a glamorous word, a word that attracts the people and that leads the people to identify themselves as a good brand education. What does holistic mean? That is the first myth. Our education is holistic. This is something that the schools, colleges and university uses to advertise themselves. But what this holistic comprises of is something which is missing. I really urge the people to clarify this. Second myth is we have been so much into the education that is led by the numbers and the science that we forgot art. Creativity is art, and it is something that is regarded good only as a hobby. We don't have enough colleges and the universities and enough systems to support art and creativity. And that is why the humane side of the people is not coming out in a very profound manner. This is the second myth that the Indian education system has. Third myth in the Indian education system is punishment motivates. There are many theories of psychology that talks about the reinforcement and stimulus. But punishment motivation is not there in any of the psychology or any of the philosophies. Still, Indian education system believes that the failure and the punishment motivates, which is only hampering the growth of the child who is creative and who is different from the standardized league. That is why we need to look for the different types of reinforcements. Fourth point is teacher-centered or the student-centered education system. I really fail to understand why it can't be a philosophy or a value-based centered education system. Why? I'm not talking about the idealism. I'm talking about pragmatism. I'm talking about the realism. I'm talking about the naturalism. But why we don't have those psychologically related curriculum? Why don't we have a spiral type of education that can gradually grow the subject? Is something which is again a myth. Last but not the least, STEM education. STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics. And it has been emphasized to a level that we have a people with higher IQs but lower EQs. Emotional quotient is being ignored. When the people have moved from STEM to ESTEEM, ESTEEM. Here, E stands for entrepreneurship, S science, T technology, E engineering, next E for ethics, and M for mathematics. Why STEAM is missing in our education system and why STEM is emphasized upon. I really want these myths to be busted. There are certain numbers and the facts that I would like to quote over here. IBM research studies claims that 80% of the engineering students in India are unemployable. And the Forbes article suggested that 77% of the venture capitalists believe Indian startups are unable to develop unique business model. And it is because we are overemphasizing on STEM and we are forgetting the STEAM. My suggestion would be to include, my request to all the stakeholders would be to include entrepreneurship education within the system so that we have more employable and more entrepreneurial youth in India. Be happy, be entrepreneurial, and live in abundance. And if you want to pursue your journey of entrepreneurship with Unbox Entrepreneurship, keep liking, subscribing, and following us. And don't forget to share us with your friends, families, and fellows. Thank you.